going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense. Listen, pull up a chair, get comfortable, grab a seat, kick your shoes off, grab your beer, whatever it is, your cup of coffee, whatever, your bottle of water, whatever strikes your fancy. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men's fragrances that punch well above their weight class. Seriously. But before I get into that, I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video on all platforms. Tell all your friends about me. And if you haven't already, I need you to sub to my channel. We are vastly approaching 4,000 subs, and that's a milestone. So let's get there. So what we're going to talk to you about today are, as I just said, 7 fragrances that punch well above their weight class. And these fragrances have one thing in common, which is the reason that I say they punch above their weight class. They're, so to speak, clones of more expensive fragrances. All of these, with the exceptions of 2, can be found, or I have seen in the wild, with the exception of 2. All but 3 came from a box store. One of them I didn't pick up at a box store, but I've seen it at a box store. And I think all, with the exception of 1, are Parfum concentrations. Now these again, they're all clones now. I'm going to say this. When it comes to direct clones, I honestly feel like your best money is spent with either Kevin Holt over at Sensual Obsessions or Travis Gerhardt over at Dapper. I just feel like, and I know Alexandria, I have several Alexandria clones as well. I feel like those 3 houses, in my opinion, are the best. I know Genre makes some clones as well. Love them all. They're all good. They're all solid fragrances. But everything that I've gotten from Dapper or Sensual Obsessions, I have yet to be disappointed in. And when I tell you this, some of my most complimented colognes, that's just the truth. Now, but these are a little bit different because most of these you can pick up at your rag store, and most of these are houses that are known for clones, but they're not. Some people are not comfortable wearing clones, even if it's a fragrance that smells like something else. Anyway, let's get into it. This one, everybody knows it, and I like this fragrance, and it is a clone. Well, I can't call it a clone because I don't know which one came close. It's similar to a very expensive, popular fragrance, and the fragrance is from the house of Mustache. And this, the fragrance is from the house of Rochas, and it is Mustache. And this is a clone of YSL's Tuxedo, and I absolutely love Tuxedo. I do have Sensual Obsessions version of it as well, and I've almost went through that whole bottle. I absolutely love that fragrance. And this is close. This is a Parfum concentration, as most of these are, with the exception of, I think, of 1. I don't think it's a Parfum, well, maybe 2. But what you have here is a Parfum concentration, and it is a very dressed up citrus fragrance. The citrus comes across in it, but it just smells like such a grown man scent without smelling dated or barbershoppy or anything like that. It is very smooth, very refined, very easy on the nose. And I remember seeing this fragrance for years, and I didn't pick it up at places like TJ Maxx, places like even saw it at Burke's a few times. And I tell you another old school fragrance that is crossing my mind that I'm wishing that I have gotten, and I can't even think of the name of it now. It's Wumo something. Maybe it'll come to me by the end of the video. I can see it now. It's a little square bottle, and it's got Wumo written on it in the 4 big letters. It'll come to me. But I used to see that one all the time, and I wish I had picked it up. I don't ever see it anymore. But yeah, this is nice. This is really, really close. Really, really close to YSL's Tuxedo. It is nice. It is smooth. It is citrus. It is nice. I know it's Wumo, but I can't remember Wumo what. And I know y'all gonna know it because it was Moschino. I knew it would come to me. Moschino Wumo. I wish I had picked that one up. Has nothing to do with this video, but I'm just talking to my bros, so it is what it is. But back to this one. This is nice. If you don't have this in your collection and you're looking for a dressy occasion fragrance, whether it's job interview, church, whatever, date night, this is it. Nice bottle, nice solid cap, great presentation. It's good. It's good. Moschino's Mustache. This next one, a lot of people are gonna say it's out of season for this fragrance, as I have it on my hand. I disagree. And this is a extremely solid house, and I like this house because you can get body wash as well to go with it, and it just extends the life of your fragrances. And I would probably pair this one with either my JB Butters Egyptian Amber or my JB Butters Tobacco Vanille, and it's from the house of Cremo, and it is Spice and Black Vanilla. And a lot of you are gonna say, well, it's a little too warm for that fragrance, and I get it. I don't agree, but I get it. I think you can wear a fragrance anytime that you get ready, however you want to. I just think you have to temper the sprays. Now, would I wear this and go out at noon to a Little League baseball game and be in the sun? No, probably wouldn't do that. You could. You would just have to go really, really light and easy on the sprays. But could you wear this at night on a date? Yes. If you get that phone call or that text message at 9:30 or 10 o'clock and she said, hey, you want to come over? Would this be a good one to wear? Yes. And here's why I think that. Again, spray on your body. Don't overdo it. Maybe a spray or two on the neck, maybe a spray or two on the wrist, maybe one spray on your body so it gets tangled up in those sheets. And when she wakes up in the morning, if you ain't there, she gonna think that you were in more than one way. You dig what I'm saying? Just saying. So fragrances like this can be worn any time of the year. You just have to go easy on the sprays. Now, what this reminds me of, I'm not saying it's a clone, but it does punch way above its weight class and its price point, because this is a $12 to $15 fragrance, depending on where you get it. Could be as high as $20 to $25. If you pick this up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls like I did, it's $12.99. If you have to go someplace like Walmart, it may be a little bit more expensive. But the fragrance that it reminds me of is Spice Bomb Extreme. Now, is it exactly like Spice Bomb Extreme? No, it's not. Will it give you that same vibe and put you in that same wheelhouse? Yes. You're gonna be playing the same game, but I guess it's the difference of playing basketball in Madison Square Garden or playing a pickup game down at your local court. Same game, right? It's the same game. But do I like it? Yes. Spice? Yes. Vanilla? Yes. Good? Yes. Yes, really good, especially if you can pick this up for the extremely low price of $12.99, like I did by getting it at Marshalls. It's a great fragrance. Cremo is a very solid house. Definitely one you need to get in your collection. Even if you feel like it's too heavy for the summer, it ain't gonna stay summer. It's not gonna stay summer, bro. It's gonna flip-flop. It's gonna circle the block. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Fall and want to do it. It circle that block and they come back. So, just saying. You can always get it and stick it in your collection, especially if you see it now. If you see it now and you got Christmas gifts you got to buy, never too early to start preparing for Christmas. If they got 3 or 4 of them, I suggest you pick 3 or 4 of them up, tuck them back off in your little buggy, you know what I'm saying, and just chill, just wait. All right, we're gonna go 2 from the same house here. The house is Milestone, and this is black. This is from the Velvet collection, and this is Black Incenso. And this is a clone of Dolce & Gabbana from their Velvet collection. And is it black? Is it Black Intenso? Black Intenso or black? It may be Black Intenso too. I like Milestone because Milestone don't hide the fact that they trying to clone it. And they go directly after whatever they cloning. They just like, yeah, that's your bottle. This mine. Here's what it is. What you gonna do about it? Solid little house right here. And I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $14.99, and that sticker is on it. And these are so solid, guys. It smells so good. Creamy, smooth, rich, seductive, masculine, mature type of fragrance. It just smells good. No way that you would wear this, and it is an EDP. The EDP of a parfum. It's an eau de parfum. As you know, I'm always calling the EDP the parfum when this is the parfum that it's an EDP. Very smooth, very good fragrance, great projection, great longevity, nice presentation for those that care. The only thing I don't really like about the presentation is that Milestone right there looks a little bit cheap and cheesy, but the rest of it is really, really nice, and the fragrance performs amazingly. Oh man, that's good. It just smells expensive. This smells like $150 to $200 fragrance. All day long. It's got a little bit, to me, especially in the air like that, it's got a little bit of a Dior Sauvage Parfum type of vibe to it too. I never made that connection till now, but it's got a little bit of that type of vibe in it as well. I don't know what notes they share in common, if any, and it could just be the assortment of notes making the accords the same or similar, or you know what I'm trying to say. But nonetheless, for $14.99, I don't know, I can't tell you how close this is to Dolce & Gabbana Black and Intenso or Incenso, whichever one theirs is. What I can tell you is for $14, you're not going to be disappointed with the smell of this fragrance. That I can tell you, as it has filled the room here, and I like it. This next one, again from the House of Milestone, and it is a parfum concentration, and it is no doubt what this is going after. It is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. They didn't even try to hide it. Yes, Oud leather, and I absolutely love the note of oud. It smells good to me. I get compliments on it, especially if it's a little bit of oud mixed with citrus. Yeah, but you'll have to wait till my next video, but I'll go ahead and give you a teaser. It's been extremely hot in Alabama, because every time I mention oud, everybody says oud in the summer. Yes, so I did oud week. This particular week, I wore nothing but oud fragrances, and I can't wait to tell you about some of the compliments that I got wearing oud in damn near 100-degree weather in hot Alabama this week of the 4th of July. Nothing but oud this week, and it was wonderful. Speaking of 4ths, hope all you had a good 4th. Didn't nobody bring me no ribs, no hot dog, no nothing. I did manage to get some ribs, though. That's what it is. But anyway, this is a clone of Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, and it is a parfum concentration, and this is really good. This is really good. The only difference in some of these fragrances is the originals, the fragrances that they're cloning, are just a tad bit smoother, just a tad bit more well-rounded. But once it's on your skin and it dries down, you can't honestly tell the difference. You honestly cannot tell the difference. You just can't. And I don't think anybody would smell this on you and go, you're wearing a cologne of something that's trying its best to smell like Tom Ford ombre leather, but it's missing the note of ground beaver squirrel boo boo or whatever, because you have those purists that try to, everything that you wear, they put that little, bro, this is a $14 fragrance. You can keep your $150, $200 Tom Ford. And it's not a knock on Tom Ford. I have several Tom Ford fragrances and I love them. I'm a fraghead. I love all my fragrances. All of them, just the same. And I get the biggest kick out of fragrances like this because they're so inexpensive, but they perform so good. And I'm just like, yeah. But I like it. And oud is a great note coming off of my skin. It mixes well. The trick is not to overspray it. That's the trick. Let less be more and let it work. And this will do the trick for you. It is rich. It is deep. It is a great projecting fragrance. It has great sillage. It leaves a scent trail. It dries down to a nice, clean smelling oud and leather combination, and it is good. From the house of Milestone, it is ombre leather. They didn't even try to hide that. All right. One that is great for this time of the year, and it is so funny because we keep talking about Milestone. This is from Armaf, and it is Milestone. And I think this is a woman's fragrance or a at least unisex fragrance. I am not sure. But this is a cologne of, is it Millesime Imperial? Now that atomizer is janky, especially after spraying the Milestone fragrances. Milestone is a little bit janky. I do love this bottle though. I do love this bottle. It's just a pretty bottle to me. And this is a great fragrance. I was trying to think of how to word it. That's why the long pause. It's definitely a woman's fragrance. Yes, a man can wear it, and no, nobody's gonna think that you're wearing a woman's fragrance, but it is something in it to me that comes across as just a tad bit feminine. Now, have I worn it? Yes. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Did I get compliments on it? Absolutely. It's good. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, especially for the $30. It's hard to beat an Armaf fragrance. When they hit. And oh, I'm sorry, the actual name of it is Club de Nuit Milestone, but everybody just calls it Milestone. But it's hard to. It's hard to go wrong with a Club de Nuit. An Armaf fragrance or anything from the Club de Nuit line. Most of them are going to be in a vintage clone, but these are just solid fragrances for the $30 to $35 that you're going to pay for them. You're going to smell really, really good. Nobody's going to think you're wearing a clone of anything. The femininity in this fragrance was in the opening. The longer it stays on and the more it dries down, it just smells like Millesime Imperial, and I like it. I like it a lot. And it is a good one. And people don't really talk about it that much anymore, but this is a good one. Fresh, metallic, and I like it. This fragrance screams, wear me in the hottest part of the day and I will reward you. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. Yeah, it's just what MC Hammer say, just put on the hammer and you will be rewarded. Let's get it started. That's what we're talking about with this Milestone. You can get it started with this Milestone. Great fragrance. I like it a lot. And it is a Creed clone, and you pick up for $30 or $35. All right, guys, I've got two more fragrances from the house of Rasasi. And this is a good one. This is a great one, actually. And it is Phaeton. And this joint right here, this is a... what is it? I had it. My mind just went blank. not Herrera, Hermes. This is Hermes from Men Cologne. And it is really, really close. Really, really, really close. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a parfum concentration, or an EDP concentration as well. This stuff right here, when it's on, it's on. It doesn't take but a few squirts of this green monster right here, and it turns into the Incredible Hulk. You know, it's, yeah, it's it. This is him. This is him. It doesn't take but a squirt or two of this, man, and it is just a great. That's so good. Rich, thick. This is a thick fragrance. I'm talking about, you know, this is a double chocolate milkshake with chocolate chips in it, thick. This is that milkshake you can't drink with a straw. You got to have a spoon. That's this right here. Thick, rich fragrance. And you can wear this in the high heat. Again, watch your sprays. But you're only going to need 3 sprays of this at most. And you're going to be cooking. It's good. It's really, really good. Listen to me now on this one. Believe me later on. If you don't have this one in your collection, please, I encourage you to get Phaeton. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance that you need in your collection. Last but not least, from the house of Banana Republic, and I don't think this is a clone of this fragrance, but the two smell eerily similar. And one is from the house of Nishane, and it is really expensive, and it is Wulang Chu. And then there is Banana Republic Vintage Green 78 or 78 Vintage Green. And they give you the exact same vibe. The exact same vibe. Oh my goodness, this smells so nice. Fresh, citrusy, green. It's almost like you're sipping on a green citrus tea is what this comes across as. And it is really, really good. So is Wulang Chu. It's a good fragrance as well, but this bad boy right here, you can pick up at a lot of the rag stores. Now, the thing about this line right here, I think it's part of the Icon line. I'm not 100% sure. I was told it was only the ones in the colored bottles, but I'm gonna claim all the ones in this style bottle. And pretty soon I'm gonna do a Banana Republic week and just wear these fragrances. And they're good. This also screams, I will perform in the high heat. It's got a similar citrus note in it to the aforementioned mustache. It's got that type of a vibe to it with the citrus note, which I absolutely love, because I just stated I love the tuxedo and that as well. This has a more pronounced citrus note mixed in with that green. Man. That's just dope right there. That's dope. That's dope. That's really, really dope. Screams wear me to a wedding. Screams wear me with some khakis and a white t-shirt. It screams wear me, just keep it simple and casual, and I'm gonna rock the bells and be the star of the show. So from the house of Banana Republic, it is Vintage Green 78 or 78 Vintage Green. Either way, it is a stunning fragrance that smells absolutely amazing. That's 7, as we say in Alabama. 7. That's the 7th one. Man, listen, thank you so much for being the best part of this channel and sitting through these reviews and watching them. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I do greatly appreciate it, man. If you have a fragrance that is a sleeper or a fragrance that punches well above its weight class and price point, please be sure to talk about it in the comment section. Let your boy know. It may be one I don't have and need to pick up, or maybe one that I have and just overlook it. And with that being said, I'm going to get off of here, edit this video, start thinking about another video so I can get it out to you the next day or two. But meanwhile, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of Trace Scents. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And again, always, if you want decants of any of these fragrances, let me know and I will get you out a decant at a reasonable price. So that being said, I'm gonna get off of here. I love you all. May God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace. Oh, and thanks for returning to the scene of the crime.